right? Like I said, it was built. My mom's like, all right, cool. There's probably about 10 or 12 kids in the block, in the alley with us while I was riding my mini bike up and down, right? Trying to throw rocks at me and stuff as I was going by. You know, they'd throw rocks at me, whatever, it couldn't get me. And I'd turn around, I'd come back. And so not only do you have to buy a mini bike, but you also have to have money for gas. So I always had money for gas. I bought my own gas can, everything. So I fill up the tank. You know, my mom's going to take it for a little spin, you know. So here's my little mom. I'm sorry, man. It's funny. This goddamn story is funny as hell. It's so burnt. I hope it's not just funny to me. I hope you guys think it's funny. Shit. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. So my mom, here's my little mom. Like me, I'm 10 years old, big kid. I was big on that motorcycle. Here comes my little mom. She gets on it. It looked like a real motorcycle to her, but it was a mini bike. You know, she's just little. So, my mom gets on the mini bike, and I'm showing her, okay, you do this, you do that, you do this, do that. She's like, okay. So she's ready to go. All my friends are around her. Come on. My mom's name was Carol. Come on, Carol. Come on, Carol. Come on, Miss Carol. Miss Carol. Miss Carol. Miss Carol. Everybody's hyping. I'm like, you ready? You got it, Ma? You straight? You gonna be all right? She's like, yeah, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I'm grown. I said, all right, cool. She went, yin, 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 yin. And then she was like revving it up. I said, yeah, that's it, Mom. And now all you have to do is pick up your feet and you'll go. And she was like, okay, yin, 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 yin. And she hit it the last time, and the last time she hit the gas, the throttle cable broke. And so the mini bike went, yee, really loud, like it was going 100 miles an hour. My mom picked up her feet like she was goddamn Superman. She was like this. She was like, with her feet behind her up in the air. She had her feet up in the air like this, and she's leaning on the motor mini bike like this. Like she's goddamn Superman because the throttle cable broke. She thought she was going into the atmosphere. And the funny goddamn thing about it is the mini bike wasn't even moving because the throttle cable had broke. So it was just revving at high RPMs. Oh my God. If you guys were there, I'm sorry if this story sucks. It was funny as hell. My mom thought she was going to, boom. My mom thought she was, boom. She was like, and the look she had, like she looked at me like, you motherfucker, like, what did you do? Like, and she thought she was gone, and the mini bike was just sitting there, just rolling, like, but it sounded like it was going 1,000 miles an hour. Oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. This story's so dumb, but it's so funny. If you know my mom, you'd be like I probably got a whooping that day. And then she was like, what is that? What's going on? What's going on? I was like, it's all right, Mom. The throttle cable came off. And she got off and damn near fell over on her and almost killed her. Little mini bike almost killed my little mom. I'm sorry. That story's funny as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? My brother, hey, every time I do this, you guys, what happened the other day, I was telling a story. I was telling about my best friend Biggs, right? And I was telling a story about my best friend Biggs, who was also my radio partner. And as I'm telling the story and I was wrapping it up, he called me. And then the other homeboy, DJ homeboys, called me. You feel me? And right now I'm telling this story and my brother was there. My little brother, not E.G., my other little brother. He's a captain, fire on the captain. He's a captain on the fire department here in San Diego. He's also a pastor. He's been a pastor like 22 years. But he just called me on my phone. Like right now, I'm just looking at it. And he called me. I'm like, are their ears burning? I don't know. I don't think he's on, man. Tick, tick, boom. What's up, baby? I'm glad you're on the block, homie. If you guys could have seen it. Hey, man. Yeah, the Superman. Exactly, Carl. Oh my gosh. You know it's a burnt story to me, but if I ever, ever get enough money to produce a little film or something, man, that's one of the stories I'm going to tell on film. Like a short story. That'll be a funny-ass story, man. I'm going to tell you the dog one real quick and then we're out of here, okay? Just because the dog one kind of goes with this. Where our house was, real quick, the way our house was, the yard was real big, real long. Like in California, you have no yard. You know, like I think behind our house right here is literally from the back of the house to the fence is about 16, 17 feet, if that. Thank you guys, I'm watching chat, but so I had to take the garbage out. My mom had built a redwood fence all the way down our yard and all the way around it. This is how big our yard was. Our yard was so big, we could play full-on football in our yard. Not soccer, American football. And we always, in the wintertime, we would make an ice rink. This is when we lived in Minnesota. So she built this big, giant, 6-foot-tall redwood fence all the way around our yard. And when you're 10 years old, a 6-foot redwood fence looks like it's 20 feet tall, you know? I had to take the garbage out all the time, and you have to take it from the yard and put it in the alley because the garbage men would come and collect it. So every Tuesday I had to take out the garbage, and I hated it because the neighbors across the alley had this vicious, and when I say vicious, no joke, the dog should have been put to death hundreds of times, man. That dog bit so many kids on the block. If it was here in California, they would have murked that dog a long time ago. You feel me? Dog was vicious. You know what I'm saying? And they had a little in between their fence and the in between their garage and the other garage, the neighbor's garage across the way. They had a little fence. You know what I'm saying? Like a little metal fence, right? Well, the dog was so vicious, he learned he made a hole, like a little hole in the fence. Like you know what I'm saying? Like here's the garage, right? He made like a little opening in the fence and he would squeeze through it, right? And he was like this little vicious, like, you don't know what he was, man. Like a lab pit bull, like one of them mutts, but it was like all mixed up, but it was like vicious, man. Man, I'm telling you, like they must have beat that dog or something. It was vicious, right? So, real quick, and I'm almost done. I had to take out the garbage, and my mom was like, do you want me to help you? There's a lot of garbage back there. And I said, yeah, that'd be cool. So she was like, all right, cool. So she came in the back with me. What's up, Vic? Hey, what up, Fear? We're just telling a story. Dad, what it do, homie? I am. I'm about to cook. My mom went to go take out the garbage with me, and she was dragging a can into the backyard, and the dog, like, we'd always have to check before we opened up the gate if the dog was back there because the gate was so tall. I take it back, it wasn't a 6-foot fence, it was like an 8-foot fence. And I locked my mom out in the alley with the vicious dog because the vicious dog was coming through the fence and it scared me. My mom was in the alley with the vicious dog, and I closed the gate and locked it. Goddamn dog wasn't gonna get me. Thomas, you let me in this yard right now. Open this gate. No. I open the gate, the dog eats both of us. You're grown. You've had your time on earth. I just got here 10 years ago. Run, do something, climb this goddamn fence, something. I'm not opening it. Thomas, open up the fence. You better climb this motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry. I was just like, nope. I'm going to give you a whooping you ain't never had before if you don't open up this fence right now. I'll take the whooping. If you can escape the dog, you'll give me the whooping. If not, I'll have nothing to worry about, but he's not biting me. Terrified. I was terrified. Do you understand? I left my little mom out in the alley right exactly where she was doing the Superman on the mini bike with a vicious dog trying to kill her. He didn't get all the way through the gate. And finally, I think she went around the yards and ended up coming in. She went around the yard. But, love you, Mama. I'm not opening up this gate. Shoot. You're fine. You should have learned how to climb fences. I'm not opening up this gate. It's locked. I'm not unlocking it. Nope. Not everybody needs to die today, Mom. Alright, you guys, I'm out of here, man. Who's out? Kale, you out, Kale? Kale, thank you so much. You mean the world to me. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for doing story time with us. Love you guys. Glad you're here. Alright. Kale, real quick. We're going to get off real quick. Kale's leaving, so I'm out of here. You know. Rambo. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, man. Jigga Jay-Z is looking over my shoulder like the Illuminati does. Who's that real quick? Nugget Man, 1, 2, 3. What up? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do, family? Nugget Man, officially welcome to the block. We're off, man. We're out of here, man. We'll be back tomorrow, 2:30 to 7:30. Nugget Man, I want to see you on the block, homie. I want you to DJ. We're going to finish painting Jigga Jay-Z. It's coming along. He's getting there. It'll be nice. It'll be nice and shiny and cool. Cool. All right, Crom. Bums, thank you, man. HG. HG, if you want to go to TS, I'll be available for TS, you guys, after work. Sedation, I hope you enjoyed yourself on the block. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. I got you. I'm going to write you a letter and love you, man. Very, 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 very much. Brown Ass Cannon, no raid tonight, man. Nobody that we rock with on the block is online streaming. Crom's computer's down. HG's got to go to work in a couple minutes. I looked for all the other artists earlier before story time. I didn't see anybody, man. Nifter's not on. Jeremy's still recovering from his art show on Saturday. But you guys can peep all of them out. Hold on real quick. If you guys would, I appreciate it because they're awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome people. Where are they? Peep out, everybody. Follow them. These are the block capos. These people run the block, and we'd appreciate it if you support them. Other than that, man, we're out of here. We'll see you guys back tomorrow, 2:30 on the dot, Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all, and you mean the world to me. I appreciate you guys being here with the Short Bus Captain. I appreciate y'all, man. You guys are family. Feel me? We'll finish painting Jay-Z tomorrow. Cool? Like we always do, man. Make sure you say your prayers. And brush your teeth. T-E-E.